That's the nature of the encryption, is we cannot detect any patterns and any output is completely different. There's a lot of discussion and reference to Bitcoin as a cryptocurrency, or sometimes even just shortened to crypto. And it's a reasonable question to ask, well, what does that really even mean? Well, the root reason that Bitcoin is often referred to as a cryptocurrency is because it uses cryptography. That's not unique to Bitcoin. Cryptography has been around for a long time. So the secure hash algorithm 256, which I'll refer to here on as SHA-256, was developed by the U.S. National Security Agency, had nothing to do with Bitcoin, was published in 2001, well before Bitcoin, is readily available and widely used, and is referred to as SHA-256 because the output is a 256-bit hash value. Really, this is just a tool that can be used to encrypt any information. And what a cryptographic hash function like SHA-256 really does is it takes variable length inputs, any input, and it generates a fixed length output. It's a one-way function, meaning after that output is generated, it is easy to compute, and it is very difficult, or in the case of SHA-256, functionally impossible to reverse. And that is the nature, that is the value of the encryption of that information, is that it cannot be de-encrypted. And so if we look at the application of this in Bitcoin, I would encourage you to go and just look for a SHA-256 calculator. These are readily available, they're free online, and you can input any of the words that I'm about to use in my example and actually verify the SHA-256 output. Each output of SHA-256 is a hash. So when we refer to hash, we're referring to a string, a 256-bit string of letters and numbers, and that total amount of output is a hash rate. So let's look at a few examples, a SHA-256 demonstration. I'll start with the word Texas. You take the word Texas and put it into a SHA-256 calculator, and it will give this output, 4B95CE, and I won't read the whole thing, but you can see there. And what's interesting to note about it is there's really no way that one can easily look at that string of letters and numbers and say, I think that this might be one word, or I think it might start with a T. There's no patterns that are detectable there. Let's look at another example. We take the word Texas. The only thing we add to the end of it is an exclamation point. And what's important to note here is that the hash for Texas with an exclamation point is completely different than the hash for just the word Texas right above it. So rather than starting 4B95, we start DD53. And all the way through this string, this 256-bit hash, there's really no correlation whatsoever. And the first input has 5 letters. This one, of course, has 6 inputs, 5 letters and an exclamation point, and it's the same output. And so that's the nature of the encryption, is we cannot detect any patterns, and any output is completely different.
Hey, it's Amy. Click over here to subscribe, click over here for more content, and we'll see you next time.